Yo, y'all gotta relax. Man, y'all acting like Teofimo Lopez is Adolf Hitler. Yo, put it this way, yo. I think I speak for many. And I think that many of you will want the old Teofimo Lopez back, right? The one that he was 2018, 2019, he didn't say too much. He was just all smiles and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? His father did all the talking. You know, the Fortnite, he was happy-go-lucky, the kid. Everybody want that kid back, right? That kid, the happy kid. You know what I'm saying? That was so positive, right? You know? Lights up the room. But and as much that y'all want Teofimo Lopez to take responsibility and accountability for the controversial statements, boisterous statements, and things he said, you know, y'all gotta take also responsibility and accountability for charging Teofimo Lopez and his father with racist. Yeah. What you talking about, Punch? But he said, yo, Teo said this, and Teo said that, and his father. Oh, wait. Let me take you back to memories lane, because I don't know how long a lot of people has been in the YTBC, in the YouTube boxing community and stuff like that. I don't know how many people seen my channel or other people's channel. And let me tell you how things started. Because a lot of people want to charge Teo with racism and stuff like that. But y'all was charging Teofimo Lopez with racism when there was no racism. When there was no antics, when there was nothing like that coming out of Teofimo Lopez. Maybe Teofimo Lopez fit or now has adopted the villain role, almost like how Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney never went out there trying to be the villain, right? You know what I'm saying? But then he has adopted the villain role now. You know what I'm saying? Like, F it. People gonna hate me. People gonna boo me for whatever reason. Then Ryan Garcia did this. Ryan Garcia did that. And y'all still booing me. Like, if I was the one that did this, you know what? I'm gonna adopt the villain role. Maybe Teofimo Lopez. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe. I'm not saying it's true, but maybe Teofimo Lopez is giving you what you want. See, let me take you back to memories lane. You remember Teofimo Lopez versus Nakatani? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about yet? All right, let me take you back to memories lane. You remember when Teofimo Lopez Sr. was in the corner of his sons, you know, giving him instructions, and then he said, go out there, man, beat the nigga up. Whoa. But they from New York. He said that to his son to beat up Nakatani, a Japanese. Y'all already know that Teofimo Lopez from New York, Latino from New York, just the way that we talk and stuff like that. And y'all charged Teofimo Lopez Sr. with racism. Yeah. Let me take you back to memories then. Go, watch.
Walk that distance, fuck that nigga, bro.
There was extreme offensive language that we apologize if that came across.
Heard that comment by Andre Ward when Teofimo Lopez said the N-word on ESPN, and I knew what that was reference to.
He's not even, how you gonna do that? He's not even black. How Teofimo gonna say that? He's not even black.
His dad said the N-word, and Andre Ward snapped. Andre Ward snapped.
Yeah. Teofimo Lopez Sr. was just given instruction. See, that was the beginning of charging the Lopez with the black small community in boxing. Andre Ward had a problem with it. Channels, high traffic channels in the YTBC had a problem with it. Did a whole bunch of videos. I could pull out the video. I could pull out the receipts. The receipts are still out there if you go check the archives of a lot of these people's channels. And because they wanted to do it for content and wanted to gaslight something, you guys painted the Lopez as racist. Now think about this. Remember, Teofimo Lopez is the son. Teofimo Lopez Sr., the dad. And Teo is going to feel the hurt when you go against his dad. You know what I'm saying? You charged them with rape, almost like what people wanted to do with Angel Garcia in the Barclays Center when he was talking to Kiefer Tom Thurman. He said, my son is going to beat that nigga up and stuff like that. And since then, if you ask Angel Garcia, he never wanted to do promos again. He never was the same again. because y'all know he's Puerto Rican. These guys Latino. It's the way that we talk. But people wanted to charge it with racism, and y'all was wrong. Y'all was wrong to do so, because I dare anybody come to New York City and try to regulate people from using the N-word, whether you Latino or black or anything like that, because that's the culture. It's the culture. But y'all want to use that as a bully point. So they use that racism, that N-word as a bully point, like, oh, Tio is racist. And then I remember that time when Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney was going back and forth. And he was like, yo, man, I'll beat the nigga up and stuff like that. Then, again, a storm of content creators charging him with racism and stuff like that. So for all these years, y'all been trying to charge the Teofimo Lopez, the Latino, Honduran from New York. Y'all was trying to charge them with steroids. Y'all started that. See, y'all trying to say, oh, Teofimo Lopez need to stop doing this. Y'all did that for years. Yeah, I'm talking about those channels, independent media. Y'all know who y'all are. The one that's bitching and crying right now about Teofimo Lopez, he need to stop. Y'all didn't stop. Y'all charged Teofimo Lopez and his dad with that racist shit when he wasn't saying nothing about, when he wasn't even trying to play that game. Y'all charged them with that. And since then, all the time, they have to be like doing interviews. Yo, we're not racist. We're from New York, man. That's the way that we talk. That's the way that we talk. They always got to defend themselves for a word that everybody else effing use. My nigga, you're a nigga, everybody, right? Maybe Teofimo Lopez say, you know what? You guys are desperately trying to charge me and my dad with this. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Maybe it's that. I'm not saying that's what it is. All I'm saying, what about if Teofimo Lopez have adopted that role, almost how Devin Haney have adopted a role of being a villain, when we all know that Devin Haney, okay, maybe Bill Haney goes out there and he trying to, spike emotions and stuff like that, get people riled up, get people mad, but Devin Haney really doesn't say much. He got, let's be real, let's be honest. Whether you a fan of Devin Haney or not, Devin Haney never went out there trying to be a villain or something like that. But, you guys wanted to charge him with that. So, maybe he's a product of his own environment. Meaning this boxing community. This divide community, and he's playing his role just like y'all was playing y'all role, just like a lot of boxing content creators was playing their role. You know what I'm saying? There is a lot of boxing content creators. Look, there is Latino boxing content creators, and there are these pro-black boxing content creators, and you guys stiffed it on Teofimo Lopez for years and years and years. I remember these live shows, and I'm like, why are they doing that? See, I identify with that because I'm Latino and I'm from New York. And to be honest, it's not even too much of my vocabulary, me saying all that stuff, to be honest. I'd be like, my vocabulary, I actually say like, yo, bro, this, bro, that. But let's be real, let's be honest. That's the way the people talk. So, who's actually responsible for all this? Do we want Devin Haney to be a villain? No. Do we want Teofimo Lopez to be a villain? No. We rather, sometimes we say that, damn, these fathers need to stop talking for their sons. And then when the sons start talking, yo, these guys wouldn't be where they at if the fathers wasn't saying that much. Brian Oman Sr. talk, Angel Garcia talk, Teofimo Lopez Sr. talk, Bill Haney talk. Almost all the fathers do talk. You know what I'm saying? Because they came into the sport very young, the kids, and they try to ways to protect them and things of that nature. Bozy, he does more interview than Boots, right? So, I'm gonna say it like this because I know Teofimo Lopez is not no racist, right? But Teofimo Lopez is gonna troll. He's gonna troll y'all. He's gonna joke just like everybody else joke. He's going to give y'all what you want from him, and he's giving it to y'all. If it is, right? Or whichever whichever monkey want to eat the banana in reference to who he wants to fight first in that interview and stuff like that. He's playing y'all game and y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like it? Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said a long time ago when I did a video with Devin Haney, and when Devin Haney was saying what he said about, when Devin Haney said to, in reference to Lomachenko, that no white boy could beat me and stuff like that, and interviewed by a pro-black channel as well that has gone against Teofimo Lopez as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that when he did that interview, I don't even believe that the boxing content creator that did the interview, I think that he didn't believe that Devin Haney was wrong for saying that and racist for saying that, you know. But at the end of the day, I said, you know what, that's not healthy. You don't want to bring that type of energy like Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Alan Minter. I did a video about that. I said, nah, it's not you, Devin Haney. Don't bring that type of energy. And there was a lot of people that was telling me, yo, no, Punch, you got to understand, this is the sport of boxing. Everything is division. This is the division. If you understand me in this boxing content creation, and if you remember, I always say this: God first, everything second. 5 + survive equals true champions. We're one race, the human race. What makes us beautiful is our different culture. We're like the buffet of heaven. I always preach that. This community didn't allow me to preach that. Oh yeah, I used to do a lot of live shows for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, and we used to talk about this. And people saying, "Yo, Punch, you got to understand that this is the way that boxing was built. It's divided. This is the way that boxing was built, Punch." And I was trying to bring that type of new energy. That no, we don't need that in the sport of boxing. And I still don't think that we do. I don't think that. Look, I don't believe that if the joke is not hitting, the troll is not hitting. Nobody likes the joke. They don't find it funny and stuff like that. They don't find it funny from Teofimo Lopez because they don't find it funny from Teofimo Lopez because you already have a misconception that he is that, but you painted that picture on him when he was just a kid, not saying much, when his father was just talking the way that he talked as a New Yorker and was saying to his son, go beat that nigga up, a Japanese fighter. And y'all found racism in that. Y'all found racist in that. And y'all charged them with that. And ever since then, they've been trying to clear something up that they shouldn't ever cleared. And now it seems like they're playing the game. So let the games begin. Or everybody takes accountability and responsibility. The small black community that charged them since day one, you built this. You know who you are. Your channel that got high traffic. You guys that have followers and loyal subscribers that subscribe to that mess. Y'all know who y'all are. Don't get mad. This is your doing. Y'all play the game as boxing content creators because it's going to create this type of gaslighting. It's going to create views, donations. Well, let the one that y'all charging capitalize off that shit as well. Y'all want them out the sport of boxing? Y'all want them out the sport of boxing? Shit, y'all should shut down your channel, man. Y'all sending mixed signals.